time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
One of the all-time transitions, not just in 49ers history, but we're talking NFL amazing, one of the greatest ever. Like, Joe Staley is one of my favorite humans, players in 40. Like, he's close to my, like, Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean? 49ers. He's not on it, but, like, I love that man. And, like, he embodies everything that my fandom and whatever. And when Joe stepped away and retired, like, we had no grieving period. We didn't even know about it. Day one of the draft just concluded, and then we find out, and it's like, wait, what? And literally a 24-hour stretch of Joe Staley, the greatest left tackle to ever play for the 49ers, retires. And somehow you upgrade at the position. The Niners have, I would argue, maybe not the best, but one of the greatest trades in 49ers in NFL history. Go get Trent Williams, silverback, for pennies on the dollar. A fifth rounder and a future third rounder. Trent Williams steps in and goes 3 All-Pros? Are you kidding me? Trent Williams now has 11 Pro Bowls, 3 first-team All-Pros, and a second-team All-Pro. All of his All-Pros have happened with the 49ers, 2021, 2022, 2023. The best at his position over the past 5 years. And he has so many Pro Bowls. He is now tied for the most Pro Bowls ever at the offensive tackle position in NFL history. He's tied there. Listen to the names he's tied with. Are you freaking kidding me? Jonathan Ogden might be the greatest left tackle ever. And if it's not him, Anthony Munoz, Willie Roaf. Are you? Greatness. That's what you have in Trent Williams, and he's still ticking. He comes in number 3 on the 49ers roster countdown, and if you have him higher, you'll get no complaints from me. He's been higher on this list before. In 2022, he was 3rd. In 2023, he was 2nd. Last year, he was 4th, and this year, he is 3rd. So it's this constant teetering, and yeah, he's old. He just turned 37. Like, how many players play till they're 37? Well, just to put this in context, he's going into his 16th season. When he was drafted in 2010, listen to the 49ers draft in 2010. Anthony Davis is retired enough to... Anyway, Mike Uapati, Navarro Bowman. He is the only player that is currently rostered in the NFL from the 2010 draft class. He's it. Now, last year there were 4, Linval Joseph, Jerry Hughes, Kareem Jackson, and Trent Williams, but none of those players are currently rostered. They might sign in a later time, but it's just Trent. And it's not like he's just out there collecting checks, which he's made a ridiculous amount of money. Dude's still playing, maybe not at the top of his game, if we're going to be very honest, but he's still playing Pro Bowl worthy. He might not be the best left tackle in football, but you're not going to name 4 guys better than him. Like, he's top 5 locked. Watch him out there at training camp. Like, dude still got it. Looks spry. He's healthy. You know, that's currently he is healthy. The long off season, you know, he had the injury last year, missed more games last year. He missed 7 games with the 49ers last year. They went 1-6. Games that he did not play. And so, again, like, I'm kind of counterintuitive to the whole idea of why he's 3 and not 2 or 1. But they went 1-6 without him. They went 5-5 with him. I mean, he played 10 games. They went 5-5. But I'll take the 5-5 over 1-6 any day. He's just too damn important. And he's going to miss time again this year. Like, if my betting odds, you know, Trent Williams, since he's joined the 49ers, you know, he's been with the 49ers for 5 seasons now. You got him in 2020. He's missed 17 games along 5 seasons. That's 3.4 games per year. First year, 2020, missed 3 games with the Niners. 2021, 2 games. 2022, 3 games. 2023, 2 games. Last year, 7. That ankle was rough. And, you know, Kyle Shanahan, you can't really trust him when he talks injuries. He's like, yeah, we're hoping to get Trent back later. And then they pan up into the, you know, the suite that he's in, and he's still on a scooter. It's like, okay, Trent ain't coming back this year. Like, especially if we're eliminated for playoffs, they did. Trent ain't coming back. But he still said, yeah, Trent might come back. We might, you know, didn't happen. you're going to have some missed games, and Spencer Burford or whomever, is going to be that backup left tackle is going to be Spencer Burford at this point. You're hoping does well. But what Trent brings is excellence, experience. The athleticism's still there. And at 37, yeah, some of that's going to dissipate and go away, but you're still 6'5", 320. You still have 34-inch plus inch arms. You still, one of the best combines ever for a human being, let alone tackle. Ran a 4.81. 4.81, dude's could be. That's insane. That's better than most tight ends. That's the top 98th percentile of linemen. He had a 34.5-inch vertical at 6'5", 320. That's top 98 percentile. Broad jump 9.5. Is he as fast? Could he go run a 4.8 today? Probably not, but he doesn't have to. Still blocks great in space. Incredible in space. Pulling out, for screens and whatever else. Yeah, he's got that in spades. Now you go back to, he's a Texas boy, man. Longhorn, not a Longhorn, but Longhorn State. Longview High School, the Lobos, baby. Went to OU, so he's definitely not a Longhorn. He has a Trent Williams Day in Longview, and they started that May 12, 2010 in celebration of the draft. And then, recently he went out with Nike and donated over 1,000 Nike shoes to kids in need, which I think that's huge. Best friends, really good friends with Adrian Peterson. They own a gym down in Houston together. I've had some friends that work there. And just what he's done. Now, his journey has been insane, right? Gets drafted 4th overall. Shanahan was part of that one. The Shanahan family, all that stuff. He is a perfect fit in the zone scheme. He's got a documentary out called Silverback, which is his nickname, right? And it came out in 2021, well worth the watch, and just covered his comeback from the life-threatening sarcoma on his scalp and the surgeries. And, man, you can go back through the Washington Redskins, they were called back then, and their horrible handling of how to treat humans and that Dan Snyder, era, just awful, just god-awful. Eventually forced his way off the team, was going to retire back then. That's 6 years ago. Williams forces his way to be traded to the 49ers. The Vikings offered a second-round pick that year. Trent says, you go there, I'm not signing a contract, I won't play, I'll retire right now. They had to take a lesser offer, the 49ers' 5th-round pick and future 3rd, robbed them. One of the best trades ever. And comes in, unbelievable. And he said he wants to play till he's 40. He's signed through next year. So, he's 37, the only player still playing from his draft class. He's like, yeah, I want more. Signed through next year, and I guarantee he's going to want to play more. 49ers are going to have to extend him next year. We'll see what that looks like. That's crazy. The amount that he has played. Got 187 starts. Let's put that into perspective. Jackie Slater has the most starts of any Hall of Fame tackle ever with 211. He's 31 games away. 31 games away from the most starts of any tackle that's going to be a Hall of Fame player. Trent Williams, Hall of Fame player, by the way. He doesn't have to take another snap. He's in. Literally the most Pro Bowls, tied. He has one more. That's his by himself. The story, playing at such a longevity is such a big deal to NFL writers in the Hall of Fame scheme. It's one of the top 6 criteria. He's got that in spades. Dude's just off the charts awesome still. And such a cool guy. Probably one of the biggest dudes I ever met. I remember one time I stayed at the Santa Clara Marriott for game day, and I'm just walking to the hotel, and sure enough, Fanto pulls up, and I'm walking, so I'm just like, it's one of the players. I know they stay there. Sure enough, Trent hops out. Hey, man, how you doing? He greeted me. Doing really well, Trent. How's the things going? He's like, good, man. Ready to get this. He was engaging me to talk football, which was dude's just got it. And, he's always talking with younger linemen, helping guys like Jalen Moore. You know what I mean? He's taking these guys under their Spencer Burford, under his wing, teaching them, working with defensive linemen on, what they can do, what they should do, working on pass rush. The dude just gets it. Now, he's currently playing on a 3-year, $82.6 million deal. 1 year left, so 2025 he signed, 2026 he signed. Got a $38 million cap hit next year. Now, there's already 3 void years added after that, because who would have guessed somebody would want a contract extension at 38 or 39 years old? Well, don't count out Trent Williams. The problem with that is there's a $28 million void year cap hit in 2027. Going to make a restructure difficult, but possible. And if he wants to come back and you're hoping the salary cap explodes, that's got to be built in there. And part of the reason why the 49ers have been so, cheap and not spending money and having one of the largest salary cap rollovers from 2025 forward is, man, if Trent wants to come back, you have to leave the window open for that. That's part of it. But we'll see. Now, career money, this is the largest I've ever seen. $218 million career earned just from the NFL. That doesn't count endorsements, all that stuff. This dude has done it. Unbelievable. To the point where you got rookies like Mikael Williams asking, hey, man, can I borrow your jet and go to Cabo San Lucas? That's right. He's got a jet. Love generational wealth, and he is a person that has given back and has done so much for community and others. I mean, that is a ridiculous amount of money. But money's still important to him. Like, he's still, you remember in the last contract, he held out. And it's not so much he wants to be respected as the highest paid player, and he got, I think it was $100,000 more than David Bakhtiari, so he could be the highest paid tackle. It's about respect, and that's just what it is. And you look at the PFF grades from last year, out of 140 tackles, he had an 86.6, sixth best overall, 84.5 pass blocking, ninth best overall, 81.4 run blocking, eighth best overall, all top 10. He's still doing it. Let him play as much as he wants. He gave up 1 sack last year in 10 games. 1. 36 years old. Now he's 37. Can that continue? You expect a little bit of a downturn just with age, but a little bit of a downturn still is a top 10 left tackle. Love me some Trent Williams. Unbelievable. He's an OU guy. I'm a Longhorn. I don't care. I love this man. I love what he has done for the game of football and for the 49ers, and I hope it continues as long as he wants to. If he wants to play till 40, you make it happen. Thank you to Josh, executive producer of today's show. For us and the 49ers Rush team, we're just going to keep counting them down.